Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today we are reviewing the Batman Dark Knight's metal figure from McFarlane's DC Multiverse line and the Batman the Merciless Collect to Build wave. I wanted to say build a figure, that's Marvel Legends. Legally you can't say that. So yeah, this is Dark Knight's Metal Batman, which is basically just a battle-damaged rebirth Batman with axes. That's it. You can see him clearly in the package. Collect to build. Dark Knight's Metal. Very good book, by the way. Shows what parts come with who. Others in the wave include the Earth -22 Robin, the Batman who laughs with the Sky Tyrant's wings. I don't know if that was just cover art. I feel like that was just cover art because I don't think he ripped the Sky Tyrant's wings off. And also the infected Superman. I'd like all three of those. Maybe, you know, I kind of think I want the Robin and the Supes, and maybe I'll just get that part off eBay or something. But yeah, that's it. So let's bust this guy out of package. And here he is out of package. The Dark Knight's Metal Batman from DC Multiverse and McFarlane. So as I said, he's basically a battle-damaged rebirth Batman. He's based on like a specific cover art or something, I believe, which I am going to show to you actually, because it's on the trading card. Y'all know McFarlane likes to give us these trading cards. They're actually kind of neat, to be honest. But here he is, Dark Knight's Metal Batman with the Greg Capullo art that he's based on. I think that's Greg Capullo. It looks like him. Yeah, so that's what the figure's based on. Then, you got a bit of a read-up. As a child, Bruce Wayne watched as his parents were brutally killed in Gotham City, a crime alley. Traumatized by their deaths, he devoted his life to becoming the world's greatest weapon against crime, the Batman trademarked. To become the ultimate vigilante, the Dark Knight, trademarked, disciplined his mind and body to reach the pinnacle of mental and physical superiority. He's a master detective and an expert martial artist. But his greatest weapon is his mind. Batman has a plan for every occasion, as well as a high-tech weapon, gadgets, and vehicles to assist him in his relentless pursuit of justice. Pretty cool, and it comes with the same DC stand. See the DC right there? Detective Comics. Garbage. Stand that comes with all of the McFarlane figures. Yeet. He comes with the arms for the Merciless. There they are in their Merciless glory. I like how you only have to get 4 and not like 6 or 7 like a lot of Marvel Legends. And there's not a Build-A-Figure every wave, which is also nice. I'd rather just... a while back I decided that I would rather just have deluxe figures instead of Build-A-Figures. Just release deluxe figures, please. Here we have the 2 axes. They are different, which is pretty cool. A little unique, a little varied. I cannot wait to pop these in his hands because I am going to display him with them. They're kind of what makes him a bit unique. Now let's look at the Batman himself. Not a bad looking figure, but I do have some complaints. The costume isn't accurate. Okay, so this is actually like my second favorite bat suit out of the, you know, like general ones. And one of my favorite things about it is, you know, the outline of the yellow on the symbol. I think that's a real good effect. Thank you. But there's also the inside of the cape is supposed to be purple. That's a pretty easy repaint, a pretty easy customization if you're into that stuff. But it's like, oh, that's not a big deal because customizers could easily do it. You know, for one thing, not everyone's a customizer. Not everyone wants to buy a bunch of paint and painting supplies just to fix one figure. And also, if it's that easy, why didn't McFarlane do it? Just paint the inside of the cape. That's all you had to do. And the head and neck are weird to me. Like, it doesn't look like Greg Capullo's style at all in the head. It's an odd-looking head, in my general opinion. And look how long his neck is. Like, I think they elongated it a bit so you could have a bit more articulation range. But just looking at it, you're like, that's a little long. Once he takes off the body armor and the cape and the cowl, he's going to have a weird long neck. Real weird long neck. but whatever. Articulation, I mean, other than that, he looks pretty cool, right? It's like shading in different parts of him and stuff. He's cool looking. At the end of the day, he's not bad. Articulation-wise, side to side on the head, you got up and down, a slight wobble. You know, you got that torso, that waist. You get these cool joints that I kind of like. Up and down as well, forward and back, bicep swivel. There's a double elbow bend here. Some wrist. It's a little hindered actually, but it's, you know, it's doable. In and out on the legs, not terribly much forward and back. Like, the articulation's kind of an improvement over Mattel's, but it's still not very good. Can we just have well-articulated DC figures at some point, please? Comic book ones, I don't want to get all the SH Figuarts and Mafex ones because they basically just do the most popular comics and the movies. But yeah, you got a double knee bend. Why no thigh swivel? That's a good question, right? And then you got like an ankle pivot, up and down, toe. I mean, he's good. He stands well without the stand if you articulate his feet correctly. He's pretty cool. So now we're going to do some size comparisons, though. Here he is with some other DC figures in his scale. Here on the left we have a classic Superman from the DC Direct's DC Essentials line. Or were they calling... I think they were calling themselves DC Collectibles at that point. Either way, they don't exist anymore. But yeah, the DC Essentials line and kind of DC Direct, DC Collectibles scale he'll look good with. And then on the right, you have a figure from his own line, the DC Rebirth Joker. His arch foe, of course. And these versions of them actually line up. So they would fight each other. So they'll be extra good looking together on the shelf. Which is very, very good. Let's actually move them out of the way for a sec, huh? And then we're going to throw in some of my blue boys. First up, a Mattel. Here is the Blue Lantern Kyle Rayner. So as you can see, he's much too large for Mattel. And then there was another DC Direct DC Collectibles line, but it was in a bit of a different scale. You might remember the DC Icons line. Here's Jamie Reyes Blue Beetle. Far too small. Even though he's a kid, it's still far too small. So that's not going to work out. So what are my final thoughts on the McFarlane DC Multiverse Dark Knight's Metal Batman figure? He's cool. I kind of wish the head was more like Greg Capullo's artwork. I definitely wish the inside of the cape was painted. If I could change one thing, that would be it. Articulation could be a little better. Most of the detail and paint's pretty good, except those two things I just mentioned. He's really just a Rebirth Batman, but he's just battle damaged, pretty much. And he comes with two cool axes. If you want the Merciless, this might be a good thing to get. If you're a big Dark Knight's Metal fan. If you just collect Batman stuff in general, and you have a Rebirth Batman that you like a lot, he might be a pass, actually. Because I think there's an Icons, and maybe... Is there a Essentials Rebirth Batman? I don't know. I know there's an Icons. If you just have that and you're content, maybe you don't need this. I got him because I want to get as much of the metal stuff as I can. Once again, I'll probably skip that Sky Tyrant Wing. Batman Who Laughs. I have the regular Batman Who Laughs. I don't feel like I need two. But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. The link tree down there will lead you to pretty much anything of mine. So definitely check it out. And Patreon would really help us out as well. So that's it. Thank you once again. See y'all next time.